Welcome to the Deep Dive, where we cut through the noise to bring you the crucial insights from the most vital reports and research.
Great to be here.
Today, we're diving headfirst into the rapidly evolving landscape of artificial intelligence within the accounting profession.
It's moving incredibly fast.
Absolutely. Chad Davis, in his intro to our core source, really nailed the current pace. He described it as drinking from a fire hose, except the fire hose is connected to an espresso machine.
That's a good one. It really captures that feeling.
It does. It feels like we've gone from no way that's possible to look what we just did almost overnight. So our mission today is to unpack the emerging trends, the challenges, and of course the opportunities AI presents to accounting firms. We want to help you understand the critical takeaways.
And the source is key here.
Right. Our main source is the State of AI and Accounting Report 2025 by Karbon. It's a really comprehensive survey from November 2024.
Yeah, 539 individuals, 6 continents, mostly U.S., but still a good global snapshot.
Gives us a pretty robust view.
And what I find particularly valuable is the granularity. It's not just the top-level look.
How so?
Well, it deliberately gets perspectives from firm leaders, owners, partners, directors, and from individual contributors.
So you see the different impacts within the firm.
Exactly. And it breaks things down by firm size, by region. It paints a much richer picture. Now, sure, there are considerations.
Like potential bias.
Yeah, maybe a selection bias towards firms already kind of leaning into tech. But they did rigorous pre-testing to make the insights as solid as possible.
Good to know. Okay, so let's get into it. What's the pulse of AI in accounting right now?
Well, the headline is, AI is definitely not optional anymore.
The report says 80% of professionals see increased AI functionality in their existing software. That's huge.
It is, but here's where it gets interesting, the paradox you mentioned earlier.
Right, 85% are personally excited or intrigued by AI.
Which is a big number.
But only 19% think their peers feel the same way. What's going on there? That's a massive gap.
It's fascinating, isn't it? It could be a bit of that pluralistic ignorance phenomenon. Everyone's optimistic privately, but assumes others aren't.
So no one talks about it. Or maybe leadership isn't communicating the vision well.
Could be. And the role breakdown shed some light. Firm leaders, much more optimistic. 63% are excited, way up from 41% last year.
Okay, so leaders are on board. What about others?
Individual contributors and the Opstick admin staff are lower, around 40% excited. Still up, but not as high.
And that ties into job security concerns.
It seems to. Individual contributors actually feel slightly less concerned about job security than last year, down to 28%.
Okay.
But the ops, tech, and admin staff, their concern has actually increased from 18% to 20%.
Because their specific tasks might be more easily automated.
That seems like a very plausible explanation. Their functional areas might feel the impact more directly.
And firm size matters too, doesn't it? The report mentioned differences there.
Oh, absolutely. Small firms, like 1-3 staff, mid-sized ones, 21-50 staff, and the really large ones, 2-on-1+ staff, they show the biggest jumps in excitement.
Interesting. Who's lagging?
Well, it's peculiar. Firms in the 51 to 200 employee range actually saw a 6% increase in skepticism or fear.
Really? Why would that be?
It could be that awkward middle challenge. They're maybe too big to be super agile like a startup, but maybe don't yet have the dedicated resources of a huge enterprise to manage the integration smoothly.
So scaling and implementation hurdles.
Seems likely. It suggests a real need for targeted change management at that size. Interestingly, it's those mid-tier firms, 21-50 people, who are the most excited right now, 66%.
And that correlates with performance.
It does. The report links that excitement to higher practice excellence scores and things like growth, strategy, management, efficiency. They seem to be in a sweet spot for adoption.
Okay, so that's the feeling, the sentiment. How are firms actually using AI day to day? What are the practical applications?
The report gives some clear examples. The top 3 established uses are pretty revealing.
Go on.
First, communication. 63% are using AI for things like drafting emails or refining writing tone.
Okay, that makes sense. Easy entry point.
Second, task automation. 41% are using it for streamlining workflows. And third, meeting transcripts. This one jumped quite a bit.
How much?
40% are using AI for summaries and action items from meetings. That's up 12% year over year.
Significant. And beyond those, more technical stuff emerging.
Definitely. We're seeing growth in using AI for research. That's at 39%. Marketing content generation is 26%. And financial forecasting and analysis, while smaller at 13%, is appearing too.
So it's moving beyond just admin tasks.
Right. It's becoming a real force multiplier, as you said. The report talks about AI augmenting human potential, offloading those mundane, boring, repetitive monkey tasks.
Freeing people up. And they quantify the time savings, right? That's always key.
Crucial. AI is seen as that powerful tool. And the numbers. Professionals are saving on average 56 minutes per day.
Almost an hour a day?
Per person. That adds up fast. It's about 18 hours a month. Think about what that unlocks.
More strategic client work. Maybe just breathing room.
Both, potentially. Yeah. And get this. The advanced users save way more time. 79 minutes a day.
Compared to?
Beginners are saving about 46 minutes, so the advanced folks are saving 71% more time.
Wow. That really shows the value of getting proficient.
Exactly. And that saved capacity. It creates space for higher value client advisory work, strategic growth. which 72% of respondents believe is AI's main role, shifting accountants from compliance to advisory.
Okay, but this brings us neatly to what the report calls the AI paradox.
Yes, the disconnect.
We have this huge excitement, 85% intrigued or excited, but then you look at the investment in actually preparing people for it.
And it doesn't quite match up.
Right. Only 37% are actively investing in AI training for their teams. Even though providing some training is up 12% year over year, that active investment seems low.
It's a critical gap, a major one. And the report shows the cost of not investing.
How so?
Firms that do invest in AI training, their employees save an average of 66 minutes daily.
Which is more than the average.
It's 22% more than firms without training. That difference adds up to 40 hours per employee, per year. The report puts it bluntly. Firms without training are losing almost 7 weeks a year in productivity compared to trained competitors.
7 weeks? That's massive. What about trust in AI? Is training linked there too?
Directly. Overall trust is increasing 49%, and now Trust AI, that's a solid 20% jump from last year.
But there's still a gap.
Yes, leaders are more trusting, 55%, compared to individual contributors at 38%. But the key finding is that training directly correlates with higher excitement and lower skepticism. Familiarity builds confidence.
Which brings us back to job security again, especially for those ops and admin roles.
Precisely. Their increased concern makes sense when you see that 57% of all respondents think bookkeeping will be the most disrupted function.
And leaders might see AI as a way to manage headcount.
The report suggests leaders are 2.5 times more likely to be excited about the prospect of using AI to forego hiring staff. That's a perception that needs careful handling.
What about data security? Still a big worry.
Still significant, yes. 70% overall are concerned, though that's actually down 6% from last year.
But again, a difference for the ops roles.
Yes, their concern has increased by 9%. This just hammers home the need for what the report calls safe play, robust AI policies and guardrails.
Makes sense. One positive trend, though, concern about AI reducing the human touch, seems to be decreasing.
It is, down 8 points to 47%. It suggests people are starting to see how AI can augment relationships by freeing up time for more meaningful interaction rather than replacing it.
So putting it all together, it really feels like we're in, as the report calls it, an AI arms race.
That's the term they use. The pressure is on.
Firms have to address these gaps. Training, trust, security to stay competitive. The benefits everyone's excited about are clear. Speed and efficiency for 85%, error reduction for 68%, task automation for 65%.
Huge motivator.
So what's the concrete advice? What should firms be doing now?
The report offers 3 clear actions. First, embrace safe play.
Meaning experiment, but carefully.
Exactly. Try out AI tools, maybe start with a pilot team, but always within the framework of clear internal AI policies. Create that sandbox.
Okay. Second,
encourage learning. And critically, focus on accounting-specific AI resources. It's not just about general AI knowledge.
how does it apply to our work?
Precisely. How does it solve accounting problems? And third, listen to the experts. Follow the industry leaders who are sharing what they're learning.
Makes sense. Learn from those already doing it.
The underlying message is really quite urgent. The report says the time to embrace AI was yesterday,
Wow.
and that the gap between what they call AI positive firms and more traditional ones is just going to keep growing. It'll get harder and harder to catch up.
So inaction is really risky.
Extremely. There's a great quote from Kendra Vent in the report that sums it up. Don't believe the hype and don't sit on the sidelines.
Get involved.
My best advice is to get in and get your hands dirty today so you will be able to sort the hype from the substance tomorrow.
A powerful call to action indeed. Well, thank you for joining us on this deep dive into the state of AI in Accounting Report 2025.
My pleasure.
We really encourage you, the listener, to reflect on these insights. Think about how AI could transform your own practice or your role within it. Especially consider that link between AI training, competitiveness, and even attracting talent. It seems clear, as the report states, AI is the opportunity to do more better.
I think what's truly transformative beyond just efficiency is how this reshapes the work itself. It's about changing how accountants work, how they connect with clients. It's really about enhancing human potential, allowing for more strategic, hopefully more fulfilling work.
Well, the real question isn't if firms should adopt AI.
No, it's how quickly and how effectively they can integrate it to actually build deeper relationships and provide more value. That's the challenge and the opportunity.